What have I gained? Ah, that's a really beautiful question.
That's such a fantastic question.
When I was young, I really wanted to escape being me, and I didn't want to be me. And it was so much easier to just pretend to be something else.
There was always, I'm not like everybody else that I'm around. There's always that feeling of being outside or being the outsider. Growing up, and there was always this tension between my femininity and my masculinity, but I didn't ever equate it to queerness.
I came out to myself when I was 7 years old, and I said to myself, I am gay, and then I repressed it.
I was really trying to pray that away and, ask God for forgiveness for my sins as I really wrestled with the reality that I could be queer, that I could be a gay person.
Even 10 years ago, the representation for queer women was few and far between. And so it felt completely alien and it felt really scary. And when I came out, it was such a big relief that my friends rallied around me. And I felt this immediate sense of, now I get to tell everyone who I really am. Now my friends and my family get to know who I really am.
I would say it was about 4 years where I would not stop coming out. So it wasn't even like the first time I came out. It was like, I'm gonna come out. And the problem was with that is that everybody around me was gay. Because I grew up in a gay bookstore, so everybody was gay. So they were like, well, yeah, we're all gay. Stop coming out. Just stop coming out.
I mean, I couldn't stop talking about the fact that I was gay. I was obsessed with it. I mean, people always give us flack for that. But I'm like, hey, I came out when I was 19. So for 19 years, I didn't get to say it. So now, I want to shout it to the world.
I came out actually twice. So I came out when I was about 20 to my friends in college. And then I came out to my mother when I was 21 in the cleaning aisle of a grocery store. It felt very metaphoric, if you will.
I have 5 siblings, and I told each one of them one-on-one, because I was like, what am I going to do? Stop dinner and just make an announcement? I was like, that feels way too much. So I decided that I was going to tell everyone one by one, and my siblings were just like, that rocks. Can we keep doing whatever we're doing? And life just got right back to normal immediately.
So everybody was fine with me being a lesbian, and they were fine with me being, I guess, straight, but they were really like, bi? That's not real. A lot of bisexuality is a place that people go before they come out. So they'll say, I'm bisexual, in order to somehow cushion the blow of their gayness. So our bisexuality is like a connecting flight. It's never a destination, but I think it is a destination.
Me coming out as gay and then, identifying as non-binary were years and years apart. When I was learning about the non-binary experience, I realized that those who were non-binary, what they were saying about their experience was exactly how I felt. And it was kind of this cracking open. My husband came out and was like, what's wrong? And I was like, I think I'm non-binary, because I was crying at this, the shift of actually thinking I can see myself whole and fully.
We as LGBTQ people are told all too often that we're less than, that we don't have the capacity that we know that we do have. And when we acknowledge our true identities, when we acknowledge who we are as human beings, as LGBTQ people, we break through those barriers.
Because I got to know myself so much better, I was able to perform better. I was able to connect with an audience better. I was really confident when I went to an event, because I was like, if this is something that you're going to judge me differently for, that speaks volumes on you, not on me.
What I've gained from coming out is just a very clear understanding of who I am, which I think is something that we will grapple with no matter what the circumstances are. I think your own itself is something that it takes a lifetime to get to know.
By coming out, I'm able to look in the mirror and see a friend.
I've gained so much. I've gained true love. I think that I always think like if I weren't gay, I wouldn't have been able to date my girlfriend right now. And I've really gained, what it means to really be in love with someone.
From coming out, I gained my life, I gained the chance to thrive. I think in the closet, my days were spent surviving. My days were spent hiding. My days were spent shrinking. But when I finally was able to come out and safely come out, I gained a chance to actually learn about who I am.
I discovered that the most fascinating parts of me are rooted in my queerness. I'm not defined by my queerness, but it's inextricably linked to who I am. And why not embrace that?
I didn't really have any sense of like what the community meant. And I knew very minimal like LGBTQ plus history. And it wasn't until after the Olympics and I was, that I got to meet so many of these incredible members of the community. Oh my God, this is a family that I hadn't even tapped into and didn't even realize that was there.
Society's changed so much, and it's because of the willingness of people to be out, the pride that people have in being out.
My message to younger people who haven't come out yet.
The first and the most important thing is that there's nothing wrong with you, that you are enough and that you are valued and loved.
That worry is not a spiritual practice, that everything is great, that being gay is just the beginning, and it's really a wonderful time.
There's no right way of being queer. It's far more fluid and flexible than we often give it credit.
Just know that you will always have this LGBTQ plus, this greater family that will always be there for you, and that there will be people in that community who will stand up and fight for you.
And even if you don't feel that in your immediate community, there are so many of us out here who cannot wait to wrap you in our arms and lift you up and champion you and support you and love you as you are.